Okay, my dear children, today we are going to discuss exercise 6.2 for class 9 NCERT textbook. Question number, sorry, exercise 6.3, not 6.2. 6.3, exercise 6.3, question number 1. So in this question it is given that PQR is a triangle. PQR is a triangle. The side QP is produced to the point S and the side RQ is produced to the point T, so that an exterior angle SPR and an exterior angle PQT are formed. If the measure of angle SPR equal to 135 degree and measure of angle PQT equal to 110 degree, then we have to find out the measure of this angle PRQ. So see the solution here. Given angle SPR equal to 135 degree, angle PQT equal to 110 degree. So we are given this and this, we have to find out this. Now see, this angle plus this angle, this plus this, they are linear pair. This plus this linear pair, so if it is 110 degree, so it will be definitely 70 degree. So here angle PQT plus angle PQR equal to 180 degree. Linear pair. Here angle PQT plus angle PQR. Angle PQT plus angle PQR equal to 180 degree because they are linear pair. So this angle measure is given 110 degree and this is not given, PQR equal to 180 degree. Now PQR equal to 180 degree minus 110 degree equal to 70 degree. So this is 70 degree. Now again you see, again angle SPR and angle QPR, this angle and this angle, 180 degree because they are linear pair. Again angle SPR plus angle QPR equal to 180 degree because linear pair. So SPR, measure of SPR is 135 degree plus angle QPR equal to 180 degree. So this implies that QPR equal to 180 degree minus 135 degree, so definitely it will be 45 degree. So measure of this angle is 45 degree. So measure of this angle 45 degree. Now let us apply angle sum property in triangle PQR. Triangle PQR में angle sum property use कर देते हैं. So in triangle PQR, we get, in triangle PQR we get angle PQR plus angle QPR plus angle PRQ equal to 180 degree. So PQR is 70 degree, QPR is 45 degree and PRQ equal to 180 degree. So this implies that PRQ equal to 180 degree and this two will be 115 degree. So it will be 5 and it will be 65 degree. Definitely it will be 65 degree. So thus measure of this angle is 65 degree. Okay. Now you see question number 2. Here angle x equal to 62 degree. This is 62 degree and x, y, z equal to 54 degree. If YO and ZO are the bisector of angle XYZ and XZY, then find the measure of angle YOZ. That is, here XYZ is a triangle, this is the bisector. YO is the bisector. Bisector means these two parts are equal. Bisector means these two parts are equal. And this is the bisector, that means these two parts are also equal. And this total angle is 54 degree. This total is 54 degree. So as it is bisector, so definitely it will be 27 degree and this also will be 27 degree. Bisector means equally two part. Equally two part. So we have to find out the measure of this angle. So see the solution how to do. Solution given angle x equal to 62 degree, angle XYZ equal to 54 degree. So if we apply angle sum property here, let us apply angle sum property in triangle XYZ, we get angle x plus angle XYZ plus angle XZY equal to 180 degree. So in triangle XYZ, this angle plus this XYZ plus this angle together 180 degree by angle sum property. Now here value of x is 62 degree and XYZ, value of XYZ is 54 degree and this is not given, XZY is not given here. So this implies that angle XZY equal to 180 degree, and these two if we calculate it will be 6 degree and 116 degree. So it will be now on subtraction it will be 4 then 64 degree. It will be 64 degree. So we have got this angle is 64, this total angle is 64, so it will be 32 and this also will be 32 because this is the bisector. Now let us see, since OY is the bisector of angle XYZ, therefore this is the bisector, therefore angle OYZ equal to angle OYX equal to half into 54. Bisector means half of total, so it will be 27 degree. Again OZ is the bisector of angle XZY, therefore angle OZY equal to angle OZX equal to half into 64 degree, that is 32, this half of this total. Now we need to find out this angle, so in triangle OYZ let us apply angle sum property. So in triangle YOZ we get angle YOZ plus angle OYZ plus angle OZY equal to 180 degree. We are using here angle sum property. So this implies that this value is not given YOZ, this is given 27 degree, this is given 32 degree, so 180 degree. This implies that angle YOZ equal to 180 degree, and these two we add, then it will be 9 and 5 59 degree. We are transferring this one that side. So it will be now 121 degree. It will be now 121 degree. So measure of this angle is 121 degree. Okay, now see here AB parallel to D and angle BAC equal to 53. This angle is 53. And angle CD equal to, sorry, this is 35 degree and this is 53 degree. So we have to find out angle DE. We have to find out angle DCE. We need to find out this angle. So I see how to do. See here, this parallel to this and this is the transversal. So definitely this angle and this angle, alternate angles. Here AB parallel to DE and this is the transversal. A is the transversal. So this angle equal to this angle. This is 35 degree, alternate angle. So you see the solution, how to solve it. Here is a solution. Since AB parallel to DE and AE is the transversal, AE is their transversal. Therefore, angle BAC equal to angle AED, alternate angle. Alternate angles. So this means we can write angle BAE, that we can write as angle BAC. Same thing only. And angle AED, we can write angle CED. We can write this one as CED. And this angle measure given 35 degree. So 35 degree. Angle CED equal to 35 degree. Now let us apply angle sum property in this triangle CDE, angle CDE. So in triangle CDE, we get angle CDE plus angle DCE plus angle DEC or CED equal to 180 degree by angle sum property. Now this angle given 53 degree and this measure is not given, and this angle given 35 degree. So 180 degree together. Now these two together will be 88 degree. Let us transfer 88 this side. So this implies that angle DCE equal to 180 degree minus 88 degree. Now on subtraction we get 2 and then 92 degree. We get this one is 92 degree. Okay, now I see question number 4. Here PQ and RS intersect at T such that angle RPRT, this angle is 40 degree, angle RPT, this is 95 degree, angle TSQ equal to 75 degree. So you have to find out angle SQT. We need to find out measure of this angle. So see the solution, how to solve this. So here you see here, let us apply here angle sum property in the triangle PRT. In triangle PRT, we get angle PRT plus angle RPT plus angle PTR equal to 180 degree. This implies that PRT, this angle is 40 degree, RPT, this is 95 degree, and PTR, this is 180 degree. So PTR equal to 180 degree minus 5, and this will be 135. These two together will be 135 minus, then this implies that angle PTR, on subtraction we get this is 45 degree. So this definitely will be 45 degree. Okay, this is 45 degree. Now again you see this and this are vertically opposite angle. So if this is 45 degree, so this also will be 45 degree. Again angle PTR equal to angle QTS equal to 45 degree, vertically opposite angle. Vertically opposite angles. Again let us apply angle sum property in triangle SQT. So again in triangle SQT we get angle SQT plus angle STQ plus angle TSQ equal to 180 degree. That is SQT this angle, STQ this angle, and TSQ this angle equal to 180 degree. Now let us put the value of this angle. SQT is not given. SQT not given. STQ is 45 degree. TSQ is 75 degree equal to 180 degree. This implies that SQT equal to 180 degree minus, it will be 120 degree. This plus this 120 degree, 75 plus 45, 120 degree, transfer that side. So it will be now 60 degree. So this angle measure will be 60 degree. Okay, now see here PQ perpendicular to PS. This PQ is perpendicular to PS, that means this angle is 90 degree. PQ parallel to SR, this is parallel to this line. And angle QRT, this is 65. And we have an angle SQR, this is 28 degree. Angle SQR equal to 28 degree. Now find the value of X and Y. Angle SQR 28 degree, so we have to find out the value of X and Y. So see how to solve this. Solution. Let us see the solution. Here you see this one given parallel to this. PQ parallel to SR, that means ST also we can say, and QR is the transversal, that means this parallel to this, and this is the transversal. P, Q, S, T, this is R. So definitely we get this angle equal to this angle, but alternate angle. So since PQ parallel to ST and QR is their transversal, therefore angle PQR equal to angle QRT, alternate angles. This implies that PQR can be written as this plus this. So PQR can be written as angle PQS, angle PQS, and angle SQR, angle SQR, and QRT is 65 degree. It is given as 65 degree. This implies that this is written as X, PQS equal to X, SQR equal to 28 degree, 65 degree. This implies that X equal to 65 degree minus 28 degree. So it will be now, on subtraction we get 65, 28, 7, 5, 3, 37 degree. It will be 37 degree. So we got X equal to 37. This is 37. Okay, now you see again this perpendicular to this, so this angle 90 degree. So this will be 90 degree. Now let us apply here again angle sum property. So again, since PQ parallel to PS, since PQ perpendicular to PS, therefore angle QPS equal to 90 degree. Angle QPS equal to 90 degree. So in triangle QPS we get, in triangle QPS we get angle P plus angle PQS plus angle PSQ equal to 180 degree. Equal to 180 degree. This implies that this angle P is 90 degree and this is X, angle PQSX, and this is Y, 180 degree. Now 90 degree, value of X we have got as 37 degree equal to 180 degree. Now this to add, it will be 7 and this 127 degree plus Y equal to 180 degree. Now transfer this 127 that side, we get Y equal to 180 degree minus 127 degree. On subtraction we get 180 degree, 127 degree, so it will be 3 and there is 7, 53 degree. So we get this as 53 degree. So this measure of this angle will be 53 degree. Okay, thank you.